Hello, good day. Welcome back to Apostle 1 Tutorials. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Tap on the subscribe button. Yes, make sure you like the video and then you share it to friends. Yes. Now, in our previous video, we talked about the diameter rule. Yes, we are coming to use the diameter rule to solve this particular question. We are not going to apply any rule. Now, let's move on. Now, if you look at this question very well, we have POR. This O, POQ. This O is the center of the circle, and then PQ is the diameter. Yes, and then the Q and then the P forms angle at R. Yes, and then we have this one too. Now listen, per the diameter rule, we said that when the diameter forms an angle at any point on the circumference of a circle, the angle formed here is 90 degrees. Yes. Now, looking at this one, this PQ is the diameter of a circle. The diameter is forming an angle at Q. This one comes here and this one comes here. So it looks like this. We have P here, Q here. The center is here. So this one is the diameter. This one is forming an angle at Q. So this particular angle is 90 degrees per the diameter rule. Now, they just want to confuse you. They've brought another straight line from here to here. Now, when the line comes from here, then we can talk about other things too. This one becomes the radius. This one also becomes the radius. So this side and this side are the same. Then it means that this one forms a triangle. This one forms a triangle. Now, what type of triangle is this? This type of triangle is isosceles triangle. Why? Because two sides are equal. That is the radius, they are equal. Then it means that the angle here and the angle here are also the same. Yes, perfect. The angle here and the angle here are the same. Now, aside that, when we take this triangle, this one, from here to here is also radius. This side is also radius. So therefore, this triangle is also forming isosceles triangle. Then the angle here and the angle here are also the same. They are equal. So this one becomes very simple for you to solve this. Now, let's start with this. We are supposed to find QPR. Where is QPR? QPR. We are supposed to find this side. So in finding this side, solution. In finding this side, we are supposed to find this angle. QPR. We are supposed to find here. But it is very simple. We can take it like this. This is our P, this is our Q. The center is here. This one forms an angle here. This one also forms an angle here. Forms an angle at R. Then it means that this one itself is a triangle. So therefore, here plus here will give us 180 degrees. But per our diameter rule, since this one is a diameter, then the angle from here is 90 degrees. That is why you have to go back and then be watching my videos. Follow me closely, you understand it very well. Now, so we know already that this place is 90. The angle at Z, at R, here, is now 90 degrees. Now, so it means that 90 plus here is supposed to give us 180 degrees. We know this place to be 60 already. Then it means that 60 plus 90 plus here is supposed to give us 180. Then we can say that the angle here is 30. Very simple like that. Now let's present the answer. So for the diameter rule, we know that here is 90. So our angle QRP is equal to 90 degrees. That is here. So let's add everything equal to 180. We are looking for this side, that is angle QPR plus this angle, which is angle QRP plus this angle, which is PQR, supposed to give us 118 degrees. Now, so our QPR plus QRP is this side, which is 19 degrees, plus PQR, which is 60 degrees. This one's supposed to give us 180 degrees. So in all, we can add 90 and this one, which will give us 150 degrees, is equals to 180. So we have QPR will give us 180 degrees minus 150 degrees. So this is very simple. The answer is 30. The answer is 30. Now, the second one says we have to look for QOR. So this side is 30. So we have QOR. So you are supposed to look for this side, QOR. How are you going to get it? This side is radius, this side is radius. So this triangle here, this triangle becomes isosceles triangle because radius and radius, they are the same. It becomes isosceles triangle. So therefore, the angle here and the angle here, they are the same. So we can add this one is 60, then this side was supposed to be 60. Then 60 plus 60 plus here is supposed to give us 180 degrees. So we can say the angle is supposed to be 60. This one is very simple to calculate. So let's see. We have this one, which is angle QOR, plus this side, let me write it 60. So this side is also 60 because isosceles triangle. So plus 60 plus another 60 should give us 180 degrees. You can present the answer nicely like this. So we have angle QOR plus 60 will give us 120 degrees, 80. So QOR will give us 180 minus 120 degrees. So QOR, let's subtract, we're going to get 60 degrees. That's the answer for QOR. So this side is 60, here is 60. We had it here to be 30. Then we said that this side and this side are isosceles triangles, so here to be 30 degrees. Now, what type of triangles are they? What type of triangle is QPR? What is QPR? This is QPR. This is my P, this is my Q, this is my R. So we are looking for QPR. So already we know that here is 90, here is 30, and this side is what? 60. So what type of triangle is this? All the angles are different. So we can say that this one is scaling triangle. But we can talk about a particular triangle. The particular triangle will be right angle triangle because we have 90 degrees. So 90 degrees shows that this one is a right angle triangle. So we will have our angle triangle. So our triangle QPR is right angled triangle. And then triangle QOR. So let's see QOR. This is Q, this is O, this is R. What type of triangle is this? Here is 60, here is 60, and this side too is 60. So all the angles are the same, meaning all the sides are also equal. It means that what type of triangle is this? One will be equilateral triangle because all the sides are equal. So this one is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So this is very simple. Now let's take the second question. Okay, so looking at the second question, we have to write an expression in terms of m and n. Okay, so we have this side to be 2m and here is 20. Yes. Now you can see that this one is center of a circle. Now this center, we have this straight line passing through, so this one is the diameter. Now the diameter is from an angle at this particular point. So this one comes here, this one meets it here. The diameter is forming an angle here, so this side is 90. So an expression in terms of m and n, we can just say that here is 90 plus here is supposed to give us 180 degrees. Or we can say that here, if here is 2m, then this is supposed to be 2m because this one is radius and this one is radius. So therefore, it forms isosceles triangle. So this side will be 2m. The same applies to this side. Here is radius, here is radius. So these two angles are also the same. So here will be n. So someone can also say that 2m plus n is supposed to give us 90 degrees because this side is 90 degrees. So we have two ways you can solve. So I'm going to write this simple. I'm just going to write 2m plus n supposed to give us 90 degrees. And this one is the relationship between m and then n. 2m plus n is equals to 180. We can choose to make any of them the subject. Yes, but it doesn't mean that we can continue. We can leave it there. Now let's come to the b. We are supposed to find the values of m and n. So let's see. We are looking for the value of m and n. Already we said here is an isosceles triangle, so therefore this one and this one, they are the same. So we can add 20 plus n, which will give us 180 degrees because it forms triangle. So let me solve for n first. So n plus the n plus 20 will give us 180 because it's a triangle. So n plus n will give us 2n, 118 degrees. This 20 will be minus 20 degrees. So we're going to have 2n is equal to 160 degrees. We divide both sides by 2. Then this one will go into this one how many times? It will be 80 degrees. Now since you've gotten n to be 80, I can put this one into equation 1 to get the value of a. Or I can add here, which will give us 180 degrees. But I think this one will be simple. So let me add this one to this one. So we have 2m plus n is equals to 90. That is from our first expression. And we've gotten n to be 80. So we have 2m, n is 80. Is equals to 90 degrees. So we can just group like terms to get the value of m. So this one gives us 10 degrees. So it will be m, 10 divided by 2, m is equals to 5 degrees. So therefore, we've gotten the value of m to be 5 degrees and then n to be 80 degrees. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are moving on to the next property, that is. So don't forget, follow me in the next video. Bye bye.